And now I'll actually get to the second section of our discussion, which is essentially the last mile, right? Nirav is the last mile for both from how he works with the account aggregators to build solutions on top of it. So could you just put some light on how Ignosis is trying to solve these problems, both from an analytical fraud and from just an ecosystem perspective?
Sure. Thanks, Suesh. We are a 3.5-year-old company working predominantly on account aggregator and the insights that we can generate on top of account aggregators. Financial inclusion is one of the core area that we are trying to solve through account aggregator. And I think we need to understand what is the problem, right? Like the problem is the data blindness. We have UPI, we have over 30 crore users or more than that users, living digital footprint. We have a lot of digital apps. How do we use that data to leverage and bring the financial inclusion? That is where account aggregator comes in. Account aggregator is now enabling over 2 billion accounts that can be linked in the ecosystem. And this is where Ignosis comes in. We built the solutions on top of account aggregator, which takes the raw banking data, GST data, and there we are able to generate insights, and especially tackling new to credit customers, self-employed, SME folks. Things, I'll give you some examples, like gig workers, for example. They have a very indifferent income patterns. Their spend behavior is very different than a salaried individuals, right? So this is where we go very deep, where account aggregator helps us bring the data. And then our AI models are basically then goes in, understands what are their income obligations, spend behavior, the recurring transaction patterns. And this is really helping lenders sort of underwrite with some confidence and bring these people into the formal credit. Similarly, SMEs, for example, we can bring banking data, GST data, and we are able to now triangulate these sort of data and understand more accurately in terms of their sales, their receivables through both the data sources. And this is really helping include some of those MSMEs into the formal credit. NTCs, again, similarly, they don't have any credit histories, but because they have a banking footprint, this is really helping us understand their cash flows and all. This is where our models are able to much more accurately estimate the income and other repayment behavior. It doesn't have to be just EMIs, whether they've taken a loan or not. There are a lot of other signals. Signals like, are they paying electricity bill on time? Are they paying any subscriptions, OTT subscriptions, and so on? So this sort of data and the intelligence is really helping lenders underwrite with a lot more confidence, and this is really enabling the inclusion overall in the formal credit.
So do you have any numbers in terms of what's kind of changed from since you started doing this in terms of we're particularly interested in inclusion part of it, if there's anything that you can share?
So from some of the report only, I think about 10% of the population is using account aggregator now. About 3% of the loans are going through account aggregator. So there's a huge scope for a growth, but over 2 billion accounts are available to link. I think over 2 crore users are having a 360-degree view there. They can track their finances in one place. And our lenders, are now much more, they are able to build their decisioning engine with much more confidence for NTC customers, and they are able to, give smaller loans and build that vintage. And gradually, they are bringing some of those folks into formal economy.